Miss Ahoy. One night, by the harbour, the church bell struck 10, when Alfonso the cat overheard two old men. "Did you hear?" said the first. "There's a boat on the way, which will be in the harbour at the first light of day. It's laden with haddock from rudders to bow." "It's the biggest catch ever," Alfonso thought. Wow. Off shot, Alfonso was swift as an arrow. Although through alleys and gardens and streets dark and narrow, he told every cat to prepare for a treat. "Follow me and you'll get all the fish you can eat. There's a ship standing empty, a 3-mast clipper. Meet there at midnight. Her name is the Kipper." A little while later, two terrified dogs turned tail at the sight of the great gang of Mogs boarding the Kipper on soft silent paws, with pistols and cutlasses clamped in their jaws. And then, while the townsfolk were tucked up snoring, the Kipper weighed anchor and slipped through the morn, and steering a straight course from the deep ocean blue, with Captain Alfonso and his crew. The triller boat skipper, Turley T. Craddock, looked down with delight on his huge haul of haddock. "The biggest catch ever," he thought with a smirk. "I'll be famous and wealthy and won't need to work." But then, what was that? Craddock peered through the mist. There was something close by, and that something just hissed. He listened again, and there came a strange howling, a grim groaning, and a terrible howling. "What's that?" gasped the mate. "No idea," yelled the skipper. Then "Ship ahoy!" from the mist sailed the Kipper. And as she came close to the moon-eerie light, the fishermen shivered and trembled in fright, for as hard as they stared, not a soul could they see. The blood-curdling din, what on earth could it be? "Great codfish," yelled Craddock with quivering lip. "We've been attacked by a ghost pirate ship." In a panic, the fishermen fled up the deck, leaped into a lifeboat paddling like heck. The cook, who had sneaked down below for a snooze, was forced to abandon his trousers and shoes. And once Craddock's crew had rowed far away to hear the voice of Alfonso cry, "Okay, all clear." One by one, furring faces popped up with a great glee. They checked out the haddock. Fantastic. "Ooh." "And now," said Alfonso, to Smuggler's Bay, "for a great fishy feast," and the cats cried hooray. In a small sheltered cove, out of sight of the land, the sea mog scoffed haddock and danced on the sand. As the bright rays of dawn were beginning to gleam, they sang "Yo ho ho" and a carton of cream. A day or two later, Craddock was telling the phantoms who'd stolen their haddock. Their flag was 2 fish bones. I'm quite sure of that, with something that looked like a skull in the skull of a cat. "A cat," said the townfolk. "A cat? Don't be daft. Who's heard of cat pirates?" And everyone laughed. Yet something had happened that was rather weird. Where were the cats? They had all disappeared. They were all gone for a week, a whole week without dinner. But when they came back, they were fatter, not thinner. Some town folks began to add up 2 and 2 and questioned their cat. "Were you there? Was it you?" But the cat had all taken most solemn vow, just to look up all sweetly and answer, "Me? How?" And whatever their crimes, the folk find to this day, when they question their Mowglis, that's just what they'll say. The end.